No, it's not a burst of snow that fell. It's what left after a water main break on Riverview Boulevard this morning that caused a number of accidents.
Scott Connell is live on Riverview Boulevard right now with what that mess looks like right now. Scott, is it any better?
Well, you know, Mike and Ann, we are talking about some improvement here. Riverview, in this particular section of it, both directions, is actually open only to local traffic at this point. It's not a gusher, it's more like a trickle at this moment, but it's going to be even colder tonight, and that means more problems around the entire metro area. This is the season for water main breaks.
Last year in December or January, I think we had a little over 1,200.
And with this Arctic chill, the number of breaks will increase.
The water is colder than the ground is, and it makes the pipes expand and contract and find a weak spot, and that's what causes the break.
And many of our water mains have some age on them.
Of course, the older it is, the more chances it is to break. We replace as much as we can every year. We're going with a lot of PVC pipe now. It seems to last a lot longer, so that's what we're doing for the communities.
These crews also have to deal with the brutal weather.
We try to keep them dressed warm and give them the material they need, the gloves, the hats and such, boots. We provide all that for them, and keep moving. That's the main thing.
That can mean long hours at work.
Depending on the amount of breaks we have on each afternoon, if we have to hold a few crews back, we'll hold them back to keep over the demand.
Much of our water comes from the Missouri River. You may have noticed ice floating down the river this week.
And it's the water temperature that goes through the pipes that's the biggest problem, and the ice on the river makes it that much colder.
So that's your cue that, in fact, we could see additional water main breaks when you start seeing ice floating down the river. A big kind of sign for us that, yeah, that water's really cold and more problems could happen. Now, we did reach out to Illinois American Water to see how things were on the Illinois side. They said they weren't working any big mains right now, but like their counterparts in Missouri, they too have crews ready to go should those mains break. And they probably will, in many cases, overnight tonight into tomorrow with this brutal cold weather. Live in North St. Louis, I'm Scott Connell, 5 on your side.